Sometimes I wonder if the American Revolution would have been different because I I don't know whether British America knew if Britons over in the UK were getting taxed more than they were. Um, they were actually getting uh, taxed 20, at least 20 to 25% of what I could research of taxes compared to British America, which was like 1 to 2%. So they were actually they actually got mad at King George the third because they were just like, why aren't you taxing them as much? Because they just got out of the 7 Years War. Well, not just got out, but they were getting out. They got out of the 7 Years War. The 7 Years War caused a lot of debt, and so they had to supplement that way by raising taxes. But they didn't raise taxes for British America. But I guess British America saw the the Stamp Act and everything else like as unnecessary. But I feel like um, if but I feel like there would be a way for them to know. But I feel like if they actually knew what the difference was between in America and over in the UK, they would probably realize the grass is not always greener on the other side, and maybe we should probably keep our mouths shut because, um, yeah, because we don't want because we're actually getting a good part of the deal. Like we're not getting taxed as much, and it's like, and the reason I found this out because when I was doing my masters, I was doing comparing style before and after the French and the American Revolution, and I found this out because I realized I found out that many many people want many people want to buy luxury things. Many people, it's still true today. Many people want to buy luxury things. Now, how you spend your money is okay. Just don't go overboard. If you don't have the money, don't have the money. But sometimes people just would like to splurge a little bit. So Americans, British Americans, they had the poor had a little money to splurge on something that they liked. Just a little, not all the well, maybe some of them would spend more money than they had. Um, but poverty in America was very different, and probably still is today very different than European poverty. So if you're poor in Europe, you're poor. If you're poor in America, you can still buy a little here and there. So and the gist of it is that um, they if they knew the reason why I think that the American Revolution would probably be different, or probably non-existent up until maybe they would probably realize that we don't need the UK, probably like late mid late 20th century, early 21st century, I don't know. But the reason I think that they would have been that British America may have been just spoiled a little bit is because they had good taxes. They had good taxes, very good taxes. Okay, and they could they should have been getting more apparently to compare to what the UK is seeing. So, but I mean, I've never really done research on how colonies are in various empires are taxed compared to the mainland. So, but if anyone would like to tell me in the comments like how does taxing work between the mainland and its colonies, that would be helpful. And also, if you would like to tell me um how do you think the American Revolution would go they if they realized that if British America realized, hey, you know what? Maybe we should just count our losses. Maybe we're a little bit fed up with this Stamp Act and these other acts, but I think we're actually doing a lot better than other places. So I would just like to hear your opinion.